WNBA season opener. Just happened. Wow. We're finally getting into it, y'all. And this is a recap video, first of many. I'm gonna be trying to do these daily as much as possible just to kind of get our feet wet and our bearings on the whole league, you know, and stay tapped in, stay tuned in. You understand, I'm probably one of the greatest, most magnificent minds of all time, you know, so I think my analysis is different and very important. So I said, you know what, in addition to the highlight videos, we gotta do a little bit of analysis too, all right? With that being said, let's go ahead and get started. But before we get into it, we have a sponsor of this video. Who's a sponsor? Who is it? Today's sponsor is brought to you by shopsplashsquad.com. Ooh, the Chicago t-shirts, the Chicago shirts. Bet you didn't even know we had those. And those shorts, beautiful, but here we go. Las Vegas shirt. Ooh, hit the Dougie, hit the Dougie. Oh my gosh, what a design. Good Lord, who did that? With the back design as well, and the shorts. Fire. Is there more? Oh, Lord, there's more. The Atlanta shirts, the ATL shirts. Still going with the gym shorts. Oh, and she's back with the Los Angeles shirt. The Los Angeles shirt with the low rider. And that's where I'm from. I had to do it up. Here's the unreleased. Washington shirt and the Seattle shirt. And, you know, top it off with some Las Vegas playing cards. But if you want to be dripped down this season, do yourself a favor. Go to www.shopsplashsquad.com and drip yourself down in some cutting edge new merch. Don't say I never warned you. With that being said, let's go ahead and get started, okay? We're going to be talking about today three big things. And we're going to recap the games as well, but we got to do it. You know, Caitlyn Clark. We got to talk about her getting clamped to oblivion in her WNBA debut. I know a lot of you guys are going to be mad at me. You guys are going to hate what I have to say, but please stay tuned. I welcome all discourse in the comments. I'll meet you in the comments. Also, we're going to talk about the debut of the super teams. Kind of underperforming. Kind of a little bit suspicious. It is only the first game, though, but let's talk about it. And then 3, I saw the coolest recap ever on the news. I'm going to show y'all. I'm going to show you the clip, but I saw the coolest recap. We got to watch it together. But with that being said, let's go ahead and dive right into this and start it off hot. We're going to start with the Fever and the Sun. The Fever got triple clamped by the Sun. The Fever got triple clamped. Not only did they have 25 turnovers in all, but they were playing against the veteran team, the Connecticut Sun. They have a couple of unguardables on their team. I call them unguardables. Wanna know why? Because they're unguardable. Wow. You literally cannot guard these people. Dewana Bonner. We call her Dewana, score when she wanna. Dewana. Oh. Yeah, trying to go against good luck. Trying to do a rookie debut against her. I mean, that was triple ruthless of the league to do. They had 4 people in double digits. It was a bad day. Then you go to Caitlyn Clark. She had 20 points. 20 points in a double-double. 10 turnovers. Okay, let's I know this is what y'all came for. Let's get to the nitty-gritty. And the reason I'm singling her out of everybody is because of the unrealistic expectations that a lot of you nitwits have put on her, unfairly or fairly. It's up to you. The funny thing is, it's awkward to mention, but you guys were crucifying, literally nailed Diana Taurasi to a cross for saying that there was going to be a learning curve in the WNBA. And then shocker, all the articles are saying Caitlyn Clark scoring 20 points is to be expected. There's going to be a learning curve. I said, wait a minute. I remember just about a week ago, y'all were getting triple pissed at not only Diana for saying this. You also got mad at Cheryl Swoops, the legend. I know a lot of Iowa fans don't know who that is. You just came here yesterday. You don't know who these legends are. You don't give respect to them, right? But y'all were making shirts about don't be a Cheryl Swoop and all this swoopy whoop. Whole time, whoop-de-whoop. She was triple right. Not only did she have 8 turnovers when Carrington was guarding her, she also went 2 for 10 from the field when Carrington was guarding her. It was giving her flashbacks of Raven. She got put in that car seat. Click. Sit back there and eat those goldfish. That's what they were telling her. That's not my words. That's what I heard from the court. And she was mic'd up, so we heard it then. And it just begs the question, when are you crazed fans going to stop? Right? You just came into the league. You bulldozed your way here. Unbeknownst to your leader, you're putting unrealistic expectations upon this girl. She didn't ask for this. She just wants to play basketball. You can tell. She literally doesn't even listen to pregame music. She's just here to play, literally. And y'all are putting all these expectations on her, making enemies with everybody. Anybody who says anything but glowing reviews, it's like truth isn't even encouraged in this Caitlyn Clark space. If you say anything regular about her, the fans will get to itching, and they go to the cornfields and they riot and they make a foaming at the mouth. There's definitely going to be a learning curve in the WNBA. That was nothing new, but they were crying. They were mad. You should have seen the tweets. The league is hating on her. Now she comes in here double-double with 10 turnovers. Team gets WWE smackdown. And now we're shocked. Now we're like, duh, there's going to be a learning curve. You can't go back and say that. You can't double back and say what the legends that you were just hating on were saying and act like you said it first. I remember. I'm probably the only one that's going to call y'all out. All the other people, they're not going to call you out. I'll do it. I'm going to be that menace all season. I'm not playing with y'all. I'm not going to let you guys be comfortable running the league like this, running amok. So I just want to tell y'all this. You're infiltrating a space where there have been many people celebrating these players. We know about DeWanna score when she wanna. We know about these unguardables. You don't. So you thought it was going to be like college, not us. You thought this was going to be easy breezy, cover girl. We didn't. You did. You thought you're going to be able to come and see your second coming, your young prodigy, promised prodigy, come in and steamroll. We didn't. We knew. The legends knew. They tried to warn you, and you ridiculed them, you scorned them, and you crucified them. You got mad. You guys got whiny, and you guys start to cry every time you hear something negative. Now you're backtracking. Even when Benyana had a bad rookie game, it's all about the learning curve. Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're just going to maybe muzzle some of you guys. Maybe we just do it like a piece of tape. No offense. Like a little masking tape. And we just maybe try that at home. Maybe you don't have to tweet. Maybe we just tape your thumbs together. You don't have to tweet at us, you know? Maybe you just take a couple of games to get, there's a learning curve for the fans too. Maybe you sit this one out, but relax. We got this, right? Like this, it's cool. We love the new support, but you guys have barreled in here, made enemies of everyone. It's just like unbelievable. I mean, it's incredible to watch you. You guys are on a generational run. You're generational crash outs right now. I mean, it's like, it's unbelievable. Everybody that's regular knows this is her first game. This is going to happen. You know what? It was a bad matchup for them. You know, this is a great team. This is the big girls league. Playing with the big girls. Pull the Pampers up, y'all. Pull the Pampers up. Quit crying. This is going to happen a lot more times. And Caitlyn Clark's going to get a lot better as we go on. This is not rocket science. It's just the corn huskers. It's just the Iowa fans. They get a little, they start, tweaking. But the regular people, we all kind of know. So, no offense. Caitlyn, keep doing your thing. With that being said, the Fever, you guys did play abysmally, honestly. I mean, let's look at the box score. Yeah. Caitlyn Clark was their leading scorer. She also led them in minutes. But team ball always prevails, as we know. Connecticut, again, had 4 people in double digits. Wow. This is what we're dealing with from the Fever. Everybody's in the negatives. I feel like I'm in algebra. Negative. Inefficiency. Oh, God. Right? I mean, has anybody else seen this? Erica wasn't wheeling and dealing. It was not many assists going. They weren't really rolling. Then you go down here, you get 10 points off the bench. Oh, they have 5 people in double digits. Everybody's in the positives and efficiency. Positive. 13 assists for AT. Another triple-double. Add 3 steals on that. Just cherry on top. Like, this was a bad matchup for the rookies. And it's just tragic. It's tough. It's going to happen, y'all. I wouldn't put too much stock into this. It's the sun. But with that being said, that ought to teach y'all. Quit playing with these WNBA players, these WNBA legends. It's one of the hardest leagues to get into for a reason. They have barely any roster spots. This is not a game. A lot of your favorite rookies already got triple cut. This is not a game. So y'all playing around with these people and you're trying to act like your savior, your fave is just going to come in and kill everybody. It's not going to happen. Not going to go like you thought.
That's all right.
Next game. Next we got the Aces versus the Mercury. The new look Mercury at that. Kalia Copper with the chopper on the team now from the sky. We got Natasha Cloud now on the team as well from the Mystics. We got a whole new look there. With that being said, some key takeaways. Brittany Griner was out with a broken toe. So, and Chelsea Gray was out. She's still dealing with that lower leg injury, and that really affected them, you could tell. They still beat them by 9, but you could just tell they weren't really dissecting. Like, if Chelsea Gray was there, they'd be dissecting that zone. They'd be picking it apart. She is the original ChatGPT, if you didn't know. They actually modeled the database after Chelsea Gray, so you could see how her presence missing would have really kind of like hurt the team. They only won by 9. Let's look at the box score here. If you look, you can see Asia Wilson. First off, she's getting that new shoe. Wow. Yeah. What do you mean? You tell me there's rookies coming in getting new shoes And this lady doesn't have a shoe. She said, okay, bet. 30 points, 13 rebounds. First game. You know, let's be real. You know, Kelsey Plum, 19 points. Jackie Young, 23 points, moving crazy out there. She was moving crazy. She was doing it. And then the GOAT of all time, the greatest of all time, the greatest player of all time, Sophie Cunningham, had a whopping 9 points. Diana Taurasi had 23 points. You know, Natasha Cloud, a cool little 14, but you know, she could really get it going. When she gets it going, she gets it going. Kappa with the chopper as well. She had 19, but don't expect this. You know, this could be a very scary team. I would love to see a rematch with these teams fully healthy. I kind of want to see what that looks like. But the Aces did have ring night. They had a ring night and banner night, so you knew they were going to come out with a little extra spunk and try to put the game away. They did that, and they also did it in front of the largest crowd that they've had, sellout crowd. And they've already sold out season tickets. So this is going to be a fun season for them. But let's move on to another super team. Seattle Storm versus the Lynx. And this is what I'm talking about. These super teams are struggling. The Lynx beat the Storm by 13 points. A whopping 13 points. That's a Burger King Whopper right there. That's not like a Big Mac. That's an actual Whopper. I don't know if it's a double Whopper, but it is a Whopper. And Alana Smith scored 22 points in her career high. And Collier and Smith together combined for 42 points and 20 boards. Okay, this is opening night on the road, by the way. So that's actually sick. This is something you don't want to see. You know, if you're not a Lynx fan, you don't want to see this. Seattle also went 1 for 9 from 3 with 17 turnovers, 11% from the 3. Good God, 11% from the 3. Yeah, you don't want to see that. 37% from the field, 11 from 3. The Storm got to get better. You know, Jewel Lloyd, an uncharacteristic 10 points. I believe she scored 16% from the field, which is like a record low or something. It's crazy. And she's the gold mamba, so you would expect a lot more from her. Skylar Diggins-Smith, again, 10 points. Oh, God. Oh, God. Yeah. NECA carrying them on their back. You know, she did that in the Sparks, and she's going to the Storm expecting different, but still had to put the team on her back, put Seattle on her back. Hopefully this is not a regular thing. But the Lynx just had more blocks, steals, assists. They were rolling offensively while the Storm weren't. They're still trying to get their rhythm, find their rhythm. And then the Lynx punched them in the fourth quarter, just punched them. So it was over. Once the Storm find their rhythm, could be scary. Plus, Nika Mule was out because of a pending visa approval. So, you know, once they find their rhythm to get everybody back out there, might be a different story. Last but not least, the Liberty versus the Mystics. Again, this is what I keep talking about, these super teams. How are you winning by 5? Why is Stewie scoring 8 points? Ellie the elephant. Wake up, sister. We can't hear you. Wake up. You're too busy rocking the hips and shaking, baking. Your team is triple cracking under pressure. Again, it's just the first game. Saved by Jonquel Jones and Lainey Hamilton. The duo of them, they both poured in 45 points and 12 boards. Okay. And they punched them in the fourth quarter as well with some strong defense. But Stewie Wooey went 3 for 9 from the field in an 8-point tragedy. Gotta be better. Gotta be better. Sabrina had 15 points, but for someone with 2 shoes, not gonna cut it. And another key takeaway was Shakira Austin. She only played 19 games for the Mystics last season, so we didn't really see what she could fully do. But in this game, she scored 13 points, 5 boards, 5 blocks. Ooh. Oh, yeah. And she helped them out defensively alongside Ariel Atkins' 20 ball. So that kept the Mystics afloat, but it wasn't quite enough to overcome the Jones and Laney duo. But I would say for the season opener, the super teams were a little underwhelming. People may be shaking rust off, maybe just trying to get in the groove. Y'all got to do better. But let's watch this real quick. I want to show you guys the coolest recap I've ever seen in my life. Would you believe this? Watch this. I mean, I was triple shocked when I saw this. Look at this. This is the news. CBS Sports.
You see, the cards were stacked against Las Vegas en route to winning their second straight WNBA title. If you saw the prediction from a lot of people in the media and the age of injuries. 2024, though, that might be a different story. After all, they do have their A1 ace, Asia. 2-time MVP Wilson. Then you add in Jackie Young, Chelsea Gray, Kelsey Plum, Kia Stokes, and Alicia Clark. And baby, right there, that's a
royal flush. Look. Whoa. Stop playing with him. Stop playing with him. Ooh. Nah, I mean, I was geeked when I saw this.
Flush.
I almost memorized his speech for him.
And you can't sleep on Sydney Colson either. Long story short, they're the undisputed queens of the league. And the first step to a three-peat, flush out all those dangerous levels a Mercury.
Hold on, though. Look how he put that. First off, snap for him. Snap. That was like a little slam poetry. I don't even see it. This is custom artwork. Come on now.
And you can't sleep on Sydney Colson either. Long story short, they're the undisputed queens of the league. And the first step to a three-peat, flush out all those dangerous levels of Mercury. Back-to-back.
Yeah! Yeah! Nah, that's crazy though, guys. Look. On the news. Mama, we made it. That's so crazy, y'all. I mean, I was like, not on the news. I texted my mom. I was like, Mom, look. But anyway, I just thought that was really cool. I wanted to show you that. Shout out to Chris Williamson. Shout out you. But anyway, y'all, that was my recap. I'm going to get better at these as time goes on. I'm just trying stuff, you know. Let me know what you think I could add. Any segments you think I should add to these? Any specific things you want to see me do in these videos? I'm going to try and do them daily, at least during the weekdays. So let me know what you guys think. Again, if you want to stay tuned for these, subscribe, join the Splash Squad. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Comment down below what you guys think. And I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.